I'm Joni Sussman, the publisher at Carbon Publishing, one of the imprints at Learner, and I appreciate your taking the time to look at all of our wonderful books for the season. One building looks like it's been wrapped in tinfoil. Another looks like it's buried under a pile of paint chips. Frank Gehry has been called the most important architect of our age. As a child, his parents thought of him as nothing but a dreamer who wouldn't amount to anything. Even so, Frank kept dreaming and playing, eventually following his passions and becoming an architect who created astounding buildings that to this day attract millions of visitors worldwide. Frank, who liked to build, is an inspiring picture book bio of Gehry that encourages kids to dream and a great kid-friendly introduction to architecture as an art. And here's an endorsement from Sherry Dusky Rinker, author of the Good Night Construction Site series. She says, being a Chicagoan, I know Frank Gehry's work in our beloved Pritzker Pavilion in Millennium Park. Frank, who liked to build, gives young readers a fascinating introduction to the creative vision behind one of the greatest architects of our time. Mrs. Noah kept birds. She kept all kinds of birds, ravens and robins, eagles and eiders, cockatoos and crows. But out of all the birds, her favorite were her doves. When the flood comes, Mrs. Noah brings them onto the ark, but there is a special mission for the doves. This story is an unusual take on the well-known Noah's Ark Bible story. It's one of Jane Yolen's Women of the Bible series, the second one of which, Miriam at the River, won a Sidney Taylor Honor Award. This book has exceptional illustrations by Alida Masari. Peekaboo, says a child on each page of this Passover board book, as readers get a glimpse of all the items that appear on the Passover Seder table. Turn the page to find out what each item is. This is a cute peekaboo guessing game style Passover book, encouraging page turning by little readers. In Sammy Spider's first ABC, Sammy Spider learns the English alphabet by using the Jewish holidays and traditions celebrated by the Shapiro family. With its sweet rhymes and iconic illustrations, this book is a fun new addition to the Sammy Spider collection. It introduces the alphabet to little ones while also teaching Jewish words and concepts, and is the 19th book in the popular Sammy Spider series. In Bedtime for Mosaics, after a day of roly-poly fun and shenanigans, it's bedtime for those Mosaics, the Yiddish word for pranksters or little mischief makers, a name Jewish parents may lovingly call their rambunctious little ones. A Jewish take on the classic picture book Where the Wild Things Are, the chaos-causing Mosaics joyfully make their way through the day in this fun-filled rhyming tale. Yiddish words have become increasingly popular in Jewish children's books, and this book is an example of that. Here we introduce the Yiddish word Mosaic. Raquela learns to celebrate a Passover Seder, but Inquisition-era Spain is a time when Jews must hide their religion. Under the rising moon, her clever papa, the best fisherman in town, creates a unique celebration for his family. In his fishing boat on the sea, far from prying eyes, they celebrate Raquela's first Seder with matzah and the Passover story. In this middle grade book, The Button Box, after Ava, who's Jewish, and her cousin Nadim, who's Muslim, are called hateful names at school, Granny Buena shows them a glittering crystal button jar. It's packed with buttons that generations of their Spartic ancestors have cherished. With the help of Granny's mysterious cat Sheba, Ava and Nadim discover that a button from the button jar will take them back in time. Suddenly, they're in ancient Morocco, where they meet their Jewish ancestors, as well as Prince Abdur Rahman, a Muslim royal running for his life. Can Ava and Nadim help the prince escape to Spain and fulfill his destiny, creating a legendary golden age for Muslims, Jews, and Christians? This Own Voices story is co-written by a Jewish author and a Muslim author. Jose Alfaro is a cocky, rambunctious teen in the 16th century colony of Santo Domingo, pulling pranks and dodging the authorities. One day, Jose's mischief lands him in serious trouble. Hoping for a fresh start, he stows away on the Laquiche, not knowing that it's a pirate ship. From his hiding place, he watches the pirates divide their loot and plan their attacks on long days at sea. He also takes note of the respect they have for their captain, the intimidating Toledano. But the captain has a secret. Like Jose, he is a Jew. For him, piracy is not about the gold. It has a different purpose. Under the tutelage of the ship's quartermaster, Jose learns the intricacies of pirate life. But when he can, the captain finds ways to pull Jose away from the crew to teach him about his ancestors. Jose finds his community, his place, his voice, his purpose. This is a pirate story, but also a story of survival, a story of a young man's deep need to know who he is, where he comes from, and where he's going. When Lightning Struck is a story about an outcast tween overcoming the challenges of fitting in as he embraces his surprising family history. It's 1928 in Odessa, Texas, and 11-year-old James is struggling to find his purpose in life and to uncover a family secret. With his father struck dead by lightning and his mother in jail, he is taken in by his grandparents. Treated as a pariah at school, James is taunted as being cursed by his family's bad luck. But he finds a friend in Paul, a Russian immigrant, who is also treated as an outcast, and together they battle the school bully. But James's life is turned upside down yet again when he uncovers a family secret involving his beloved grandmother. His discovery leads him to find the sense of purpose he's been seeking. This book is the surprising story of Rena Glickman, known professionally as Rusty Kanakogi, a Jewish girl who grew up to become the preeminent female judo master of her time, overcoming many odds. At a time when judo was a sport strictly for boys and men, Rusty was determined to practice the sport she loved. This is a terrific and inspirational story. Join a busload of kids on the Topsy Turvy Bus as it travels around the country, teaching communities the importance of taking care of the earth. Reuse, recycle, renew, and rethink with Maddie and Jake as they drive the Topsy Turvy Bus around their community to help create a better, cleaner, healthier world. This story is based on a real topsy-turvy bus created by Hazon, the largest Jewish environmental organization in North America. It's a timely, fun, eco-friendly story about ways even a child can help heal the planet. For further information about our books, please check out our website at www.carbon.com.